everybody. Remember I told you guys that we were going to do a special episode of Daddy-Daughter Discussions, Intelligent Boss Moves. This is me meeting my friend and respected colleague Damon Dash for the first time. And we're checking out his new crib. So
it's a new investment.
Sorry, new investment.
I'm trying to
assess
it. You know what I'm saying?
He's assessing the new investment. Yeah, so we're gonna walk around the new investment and kind of check that out. So come along. And my daughter Patrice is holding the camera for a minute. All right.
So real estate is so many ways to approach getting in the house and
Now he's up in the hills. He's way up in the hills, and so to get here, I had to drive up windy roads, and I thought I was actually lost. I thought my GPS had lied to me.
Well, but I like to be like the Batcave.
The Batcave, okay.
You're not gonna just run into my crib.
Well, bats don't get to live like this, though.
You gotta find it. You gotta find it.
Now what room is it? Oh, the entrance. Okay.
So it's like section. You know, it's a castle kind of feel. You know?
Yeah. I love it. It's got a lot of extra. There's a lot of space going on the side. How many bedrooms you got?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 upstairs.
Okay.
The apartment down there too. So it's the garage. So it's like a compound. So it's like 1, 2, 3. There's 4 structures.
Oh. You said you know about this house since it was built. What year was it built?
10 years ago. Huh. I was looking at it. And the awesome thing about real estate is, you know, at least before the market crash, you always make your money back and more. So, you know, I sold the house and made it $50 million. And I needed it for goods for Rachel Roy. To buy goods for Rachel Roy. So I didn't get the investor back in this. Plus, I wasn't coming to LA so much, so I needed the expensive a house I wasn't going to live in. You know what I mean? When you got more than one house, you're still paying the expense of the house when you're not there. So unless you're really splitting your time, you just pay for a house to just be sitting.
That's a lot of money. Hey, Rocky. Oh, by the way, my daughter is recording, so just so you know.
I always say we should take some pictures. That's the first time ever meeting.
I know.
Apple Airport.
I'm trying to figure out how to extend my Wi-Fi.
So yeah, so also no Wi-Fi down there. You know,
No Wi-Fi?
Well, not really. It's hard to get a signal. Ooh. You know, telephone. You see, I can't. So these are the things that come into play when when you first get here. It'll take about a month to get things right.
I think there's some solutions out there.
Oh no, there's definitely a solution. With that first week you're here, this is that first week.
Oh, okay.
This is that first weekend. I really know what I'm not getting into.
So they let you guys move in? So you moved in? Officially?
We're in the
process.
we're in the guest house, and our stuff is on our way. So for example, we just learned that the pool needs some money to get this up to speed. There's some pipes for the second floor, for the main floor that have to be replaced. The system has to be replaced. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm. So when you take over a house this big, you have to understand the problems that come with the house before you take over the house. You might think it costs.
So people can hear this because this is good information.
You might think it might cost. Let's say you think you're getting a deal for $4 million, but then when you get in the house, you see you got $3 million worth of repairs, but you've already made the deal. You understand what I'm saying? So even though there's inspections that you have when you make a purchase and all that, but sometimes if you're getting a house in distress, you gotta get it as it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you gotta make sure. So this house is 10 years old, but it hasn't been completely lived in so much in all the parts of it because it's so big and it's just a couple. You know what I mean? So getting it restarted is a hassle within itself. And then just coming from a move, so you moved and then you going into a place that's not settled, but it's part of the investment. You know what I mean? Like you can move into a brand new house and everything's done, but you're paying the Johnny price. You know, that person probably made $2-3 million off you. You understand what I mean? But if you catch a good situation, and if you're down for the investment and down to make the house exactly the way you want to make it, then it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those guys as an entrepreneur. You know, I'd rather go into a situation where the payoff is so big, or the bigger picture is so big that it's worth the work even on a creative level.
Yeah, now I bet the house probably took a hit in price when the market dropped, right? So has it recovered entirely since the market dropped?
I don't think out in right now real estate's doing so well in California.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and not selling so much.
So,
So for me, it's a good thing. You know, the best time to buy is when the market's down, not when it's up. Because you're paying at the full height of the bullshit.
You know, I just went to Houston, and I know that the price of oil has plummeted. Like, nothing. And when that happens, everything in Houston is like bargain basement.
That's how the government is getting putting Russia out of business.
Oh, yeah?
Dropping the oil prices.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
That's where everyone gets all the tariff. Everybody get their money from oil.
Yeah.
So if it drops, it's taking. I mean, I think it's very smart that Obama's doing that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Because I know, you know what? I think you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, because the peace deal with the thing with Iran, them signing off on Iran allows Iran's oil to enter the market, which increases the supply, which drops the price. And then also Saudi Arabia, who is the U.S. ally, they've been pumping oil like crazy. Like the other members of OPEC, other countries are telling them, like, stop pumping so much oil because it's dropping the price. But they're like basically kind of attacking Russia too. And given that they're allies of the U.S., you're right. That's probably what's going on. I just thought about that. Yeah, it's wreaked havoc on the stock market.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man.
I think it's something like crack. Somebody was predicting that.
What is that?
I think it's gonna crash. Yeah.
The market? Well, it's definitely going to crash, right? But it usually recovers when it crashes.
Of course, it could cover.
Right, and the thing about
That's the thing about stock markets. It's like hustling, man. You know, sometimes you up, sometimes you down. It's just like an adrenaline thing. And that's just like you can make money betting against the market. You know, when the stock market drops, there are people that make a lot of money. I know those people. People that are invested in distress. That's when they get the most money. That's when the deals are all over the place.
You know, Warren Buffett, he makes a lot of money and stuff in distress.
Yeah.
And then, what was I thinking? Something about distress. Yeah, but I know when I see the market crash, that's when I buy. That's when I buy a lot of stuff. Yeah.
If you got cash in any kind of distress market, you can have everything.
Yeah.
You know, that's how the Rockefellers got their wealth. They were, bootleggers, so they all had cash when no one had any. And they bought a bunch of real estate. And then when the market crashed, they became when the liquor became legal, they became upstanding citizens.
Yeah.
And we got 100 years of criminals.
Just legit.
It's like saying if cocaine was legal, then Pablo Escobar would be running. You know what I'm saying? Or Chapo would be running.
Well, you know, Escobar tried to run for Congress. Yeah, he was. Did you watch Narcos?
Of course I ran. What? I told you about it.
You did, didn't you? I forget about it. Man, I love that. That was a good show.
Man, but I read that book, Killing Pablo, years ago, and I was trying to get that movie made, and they were like, nobody wants to make that. And I was, I've been following that movie forever. Pablo Escobar.
Pablo, that was a bold guy.
I mean, it was a different mentality. It was like, there was no middle class. It was like either you were straight poor or and when I went to Brazil, it was like that. Like I was in Angra, and those are just islands. You know what I'm saying? So everyone has a boat, and they all have islands, and everyone was rich. And to get to it, you had to fly a helicopter over, all the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
really?
Yeah. Just all I know is even in the hood, everyone has a pool because it's so hot out there.
Wow.
But the hood is hood out there.
Yeah.
It's hood out there. You going out? I wouldn't let her go out there by herself if you kidnapped girls. I know girls that got kidnapped in Brazil.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Now
So
they
it's
got
not,
that
it's not sweet out there. Brazil's not sweet.
Zika virus, so I wouldn't even go.
I'm not going out there at all.
So Patrice, no trips to Brazil for you. That's the daddy-daughter remark of the day, and the intelligent boss moves lesson of the day. So you should take the class that Dave and I teach, intelligentbossmoves.com. You would love it. It's a great class. People learn a lot. And the lesson for today is twofold. One, pay attention to markets when they're in distress. That's an opportunity to buy. So save your cash so you can jump in. And the second lesson is long-term investing is what's going to get you where you want to get to in life. So you always want to think like an investor, think like an owner, think like somebody that's hunting for opportunities. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, just work hard, and you know, when you're working with distress, don't get distressed.
There you go. Look for distress, but don't feel distressed. Don't be distressed. All right, guys, we'll let you guys go. I'll check back in with you. As I told you, I'm bringing you guys on our daddy-daughter vacation. So until we meet again, take care, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.